Hello everybody, this is Lise from Fallen Misfits, and today I'd like to share with you an attack strategy video. So this war, we were lucky, we are up against a clan that has some decent anti 3-star bases, so that's what we like, that's what we find exciting, and so I'm really glad to be able to share this attack with you. And I like that base. I mean, obviously it has much lower heroes than I have, but it has a large number of possible double giant bombs. And so it was fun to think and talk strategy for this particular attack. So possible double giant bombs are here, 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 also here. No, not really, actually. It's here. Also, you can have one here and you can have one here, more or less. I think that's about it. And so I thought the most likely ones were the one in the middle, but obviously you never know what happens. And so my first thought was to do an AQ walk along this wall, but then discussed with my clanmates and decided that was probably a bit too long, because my plan is to come in with the golems over here. So if you have to take your Archer Queen all the way up there, it's probably going to take too much time. So what we decided in the end is I dropped my Archer Queen around that area, put some wizards down for funneling over here, and pushed her all the way up here. So she was going to clean up all the stuff that are about in that area, and then pushing with my golems around here, wizards here for funneling, wall breakers to get through that first layer, then jump to get into the Archer Queen compartment, and once that is done and all the outer defenses, the ones that you see here, etc., start to be targeting what's happening into the core, start the surgical hog deployment. So, we would need a giant about over here and over here, to tank for these point defenses, and surgical hogs. So, like 3 hogs and then 3 hogs, 3, 3, 3, 3, etc. And my plan was to have heal spells in the danger area. So, obviously I was going to need one for that expo place. I didn't know how the surgical deployment would pan out on that top side of the base over here. So I didn't know if I would need a heal over here, but the plan was to, wait and see what happens and heal as needed. So let's move on and watch the attack. So here it is. Come in, put down the wizards for funneling, put down my Archer Queen, and I'm so focused on other stuff that I end up forgetting putting down the healers fast enough, and I end up having to use my AQ ability much too early. So that's something that I will learn for next time. That's actually my first AQ walk, and so I did a few mistakes, but it still worked out. So put down everything, funnel created, Archer Queen going the direction where I wanted to go, put down the golems, wizards for funneling on the left side, and then I put down my wall breakers. I was glad I took 4 because the first 2 failed. Once everything is nicely cleared and I know my BK is going to go in the right direction, I put down my BK, put down the rage to help take down that clan castle, and I put down my jump to help everything access the Archer Queen and start to trigger some giant bombs. And I was right, there was a double in the core, and so by deploying that way I was able to take down that double giant bomb, which worked out really, really well. Then I can start my hog deployment, surgical hog deployment. That one, giant for tanking, push down my hogs as well, continue the deployment. Very few go towards the core, and that really works in my advantage because the double giant bomb is the second double giant bombs is only taken down like 3 or 4 hogs. And so I use my first heal on that expo, high HP building, so important to heal my hogs over there, and there's only 3 defenses left at that point, and so I can use my last heal at that exact area, as well as a poison for those skellies. I probably should have waited and used it next to that last defense because only a few skellies died, but it didn't really matter. My heroes are still at full health. I've not even used the ability of my BK. I can use it on that enemy BK, and clean up is really easy. I still have 3 wizards that I've deployed early to help with cleanup. My heroes are still up, and it's just a very easy 3-star. So a fun attack to plan for, a fun attack to execute. I really enjoyed that attack. So I hope you guys will find it interesting. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you have any suggestions or stuff you want to see in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and see you all next time.